So we are live at the SEPQ Arena, and we're getting ready for the men's hoops, but the women's hoops also getting ready to go underway as well. And we got Coach Mack with us. How you? It's finally we meet in person. We talked to you on the phone a handful of times. It's good to finally see you.
Finally, this is great. You guys look exactly the way I thought.
You are a liar, but I appreciate it. If my voice brings up this visual appearance, I have to change some things.
That's good.
Coach, you have the game coming up this Saturday. Prepping for the game, conference tournament. What's it like now these few days before one of the biggest games of the year?
I think there's an extra added energy to our practice. Today was really good. We were fortunate enough the way the schedule panned out. We were able to give them 2 back-to-back days off to kind of get their legs and everything back to recovery. So today was, after 2 days off, we had a lot of energy in practice, and I think that they are going to bring hopefully a new focus and kind of on a mission right now, and that's what we were talking about. We're gelling right now, and this is kind of our time.
Coach Brown's setup, it's a Saturday and then a possible, or I should say Monday, and then a Saturday match if they continue to advance. The women's side of it's a bit different. It's Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, a week after that Monday. So are you guys even thinking that far in advance, or is it just, let's just take care of Saturday now, and I'll piece it together as it goes along?
Tournament time, you definitely have to be one game at a time, but as a coach, you also have to be prepared. So a little bit of both. We're making sure our team is focused on the next game, which is Vermont, but we're also as coaches planning ahead, so we definitely have the scouts for both wins and losses and everything planned out through the championship on the coaching end, but our players were just trying to prepare for the next game.
Which would you prefer, the way the guys have it where there's a break between each game, or do you get the 2 games out of the way and then prepare?
It's funny, I was actually thinking about this the other day. The way I would honestly prefer it is almost 3 games back-to-back and actually have a championship, a true conference tournament with the championship all together.
Right on the part of it, right.
Do your 3 games Friday, Saturday, do a Friday, Saturday skip, and then do a Monday.
And then get it all done, right? Rip the Band-Aid right off.
Oh, right, nice.
Absolutely. I think that's really fun. That's a fun way to do it, and do it at a site that, like Mohegan Sun or something like that.
Now you're speaking Gaza's language. Anytime you can sneak off to a casino.
But I think if I had to pick between us and the men, I probably like the way I like doing it make it feel like a tournament feel. I think that's fun. They don't really get that tournament feel on the men's side,
right.
But they have a huge advantage for doing well in the regular season, and I think that's something to compliment, I guess. But we do have that at the end. The top seed gets to go host the championship at their place. So we still reward having a good regular season, I think.
And you guys are the 2 seed in the tournament, and when it comes to conference play, it's almost you guys are now the hunted going into the conference tournament, a one-and-done scenario. Going in as a 2 seed, does the pressure come on the players a little bit more, or are they just taking it like it's another game in the regular season?
Well, they're definitely not taking it as another game in the regular season because it's tournament time.
Sure.
But 1 or 2 seed, I don't think that really matters, especially if you see the breakdown of the 2 different brackets on our side. The 1 seed actually has to play Stony Brook. We play Vermont. So both of those, work out. We're in Portland, Maine. On the other side, Maine is not in our bracket. They're in the other bracket, which I think is a good advantage. Hopefully if we win, we then would play the winner of UMBC Hartford, which our conference has been so even this year. I don't know that there's much of a difference between getting the 1 or the 2 seed, and I think in conference play we've received the other team's best game regardless who we've played, just because we're Albany and everybody kind of is out to kill when they play us, and I think that's a great thing.
Do you guys feed off each other, like the men's program being successful and the women's program successful at the same time? Does that actually is it competition, or is it complementary?
No, I think it's complementary. I think just speaking for me, I know with Coach Brown and his team, the better they do, the more I can sell them, and hopefully he can do the same thing with our program, because the more success that UAlbany has as a whole with all their athletics, I think just sells our university to recruits.
We're in the SEPQ Arena, and I'm looking up at the banners, 2012 2013, 2013, 2014, 2014, 2015. You guys have won 4 in a row, and your players know that. Is now the expectation, this is our conference to win every single time we hit March?
It's a huge expectation, I think, that is placed on our players, and I'm hoping that makes them rise. And like I said, they haven't had the season that they've been used to. They've been used to just coming out and dominating this conference. Well, they lost 60% of their scoring from last year. We came in, and I think right now we're really gelling, and we've won 7 of our last 8 games.
Right.
So we're really coming along at the right time right now. We've just got to now put it together in tournament.
It's funny because it's almost the same thing Coach Brown said about their team. It's like it's not so much what we've already done; it's the fact that we're gelling now. It's important to be hot right now.
It is.
So how do you So it's got to work better for you guys than it does for the men, because you get, okay, it's gelling now. Let's go play 2 games right away.
Right.
Okay, we're gelling now. We kept gelling. Now let's take a couple days off.
We play a big rotation, so I'm usually playing 9 or 10 players.
That's
so
awesome.
Playing back to back is great for me.
Right. That's an advantage.
It's an advantage.
I like that.
Where a lot of our teams in our conference are only going 2 off their bench. And they're going 7 deep, or we will go 9 and 10. And really not miss a beat. I mean, I have players that don't start that could start. So we have a good rotation of kids, and I think that's an advantage for us. That's why maybe I wouldn't mind playing 3 games all in a row.
What are the plans for tonight? Are members of your team going to come out to the game? Are you going to come out? Are you still focused on prepping for the weekend games?
No, we actually already had practice, which is great. I try to get out here for any men's game that I can. It's fun for me. We usually are always home and away at different times, so we don't get to support each other as much as we would like. But this will be a game this evening that our players can come to, and lacrosse is playing. My family's at the lacrosse game right now, and they're going from lacrosse over here to support the men, so we're excited.
And we're waiting. Scott Marr is going to join us too after that. So I know you're very busy, and even though you've had the practice, you're still getting things together. So we appreciate you coming out, Coach Mack, and helping us get a handle on hopefully 2 tournament bids coming out of UAlbany this year.
That's the goal, right?
Right. I mean, what would it mean to you to get the tournament bid this year?
It would be great, and it's something that I think is expected of us, but I want to meet those expectations. Our players want to meet those expectations, and we want to, continue the name that UAlbany women's basketball has made for themselves through this last 5 years.
Does that add pressure to you that you're following good shoes to fill, pretty much?
Yeah, it's a good pressure. You'd much rather, and that's why I said when I took the job, I'd much rather have that pressure than the pressure of having to turn around a bad program into something that they've never been before. This is basically what you want as a coach. You want the pressure of, hey, you guys are supposed to win this. Let's go out and get it done.
Any prediction for tonight?
For the UAlbany game?
Yeah.
Albany. What do you mean? Is there a prediction? Are you kidding?
Some people won't predict. They'll be like, I'm going to stay out of it.
It's easy
whatever.
for me. I'll put the pressure on Coach Brown. I think it's Albany plus 17.
Whoa, look at that.
By the way, Vegas has it at 16. So look at
I
love you. Come back. The best. All right. Thank you for
No, I
coming
don't
out.
know. And still, I
That's
don't
right.
know.
She has no idea. So we'll let the
we
dump
told,
on.
we
have no
told her
idea.
before she came on. She said, I don't need to know that. We're
Right.
we're going to tell you anyway. Coach Mack, we appreciate you. Best luck to the ladies.
Thanks.
We'd love to have you back on, hopefully after a couple
Absolutely.
victories.
Sounds good.